Welcome back to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron. On this channel, we talk about all things Ethereum. We talk about projects, NFTs, play to earn, and price. Today, I want to talk about just the amazing amount of great news that we've gotten in the Ethereum and cryptocurrency space in general. A couple things I want to highlight is, man, I had a great response from all of you Hexians in particular. The last couple videos I did regarding HEX has really enlightened me to what HEX is, how it's used, and also a new thing called PulseChain that I want to just dip into really quick later in the video. We've also had some great news come out of the Axie Infinity space. I want to update you on my journey there. But I also want to talk about this awesome ETH and Bitcoin pump that we had this morning. How excited I am for us to be seeing new higher highs in the marketplace. So let's jump into it. I'm going to share my screen here. Awesome. So up 8.6% today. It's fantastic. We're up over $3,200. We have been for just about all morning. I have seen gas fees lower this morning. I actually recorded this video once earlier today, and I think I messed up the recording, so I had to start over. But man, we were at like 48 Gwei this morning for gas fees, and I did expect this to jump. So 123 already. It's more than doubled from what I saw this morning. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but that's the way it is with Ethereum right now. If people are using the network, which people are buying especially, so we're seeing some transfers, probably seeing a lot of activity on Uniswap. So that is going to make this jump. We're getting some deflationary blocks. One thing I wanted to mention, and I don't think I've said it yet, is every time we see more than 2 Ethereum on a block, it means that block is deflationary. And this morning it was all 0 point whatever, you know, 0.7, 0.4, 0.9, you know, these sorts of things. But now we're starting to see 2.4 points, or 2.47, 2.84, you know, every single block that has 2 or more, or at least a little bit over 2 ETH burned, we're looking at deflationary blocks, guys, and this is going to happen more and more often, especially if we're pumping like we are today. So just excited to see this. Oh, almost 9%. Let's go look at the chart real quick on Ethereum. We are above the golden pocket, you guys. We're still making green candles, printing green candles. I'm so excited. We broke out of this descending line of resistance. The last couple days we had this one to climb over as well, and we did that earlier this morning. I actually woke up kind of early, excited for the day, got my devotional in. I always do a little bit of Bible time before I get into the Ethereum charts. It's just something I do for myself. It's a promise I've made to myself, and I highly suggest you do the same. Don't open your phone right away and look directly at the crypto markets. It's not good for you guys, but I gotta say I look at the markets way more often than I should, but at least I get my my Bible time and a little bit of prayer time in before that, so I highly recommend it. Enough of that. So let's move on to some of the Axie Infinity news. So I wanted to update you on my journey there. In my inventory, I do have 9 Axies right now. I was been able to breed 4 so far. The last time I made an Axie Infinity video, I had started the breeding process with these 2 new Axies, a new bird and a new beast, and this beast came out perfectly. I bred this guy here with this guy here. This this was my first beast. He's only 74% pure, but I breeded him. I bought this 96% pure very purposefully with these the cards and body parts specific to this guy, just in order to breed with this guy down here. And I've got the perfect one, you guys. 98% pure beast with the cottontail, which just gives you so much energy and a debuff because it's a 0 cost card. We've got the Nutcracker Mouth, which is fantastic if you get a couple of those cards to get the multiplier on the damage, and of course the Ronin Imp. Yeah, just a killer card right here. Super stoked to, or killer Axie. Super. I've been using it in the PvP arena and doing great, man. I've gotten from like 800 MMR all the way up to past 1200 in the last couple weeks, and it's all because of this guy right here. I've also been playing the bird that I purchased to breed as well. I did breed this bird with my original bird, and I, didn't do so great in that regard. Ended up with a less pure bird than even my original bird, which is only at 65%. This guy's at 64. Still pretty fast, which is great. Not a lot of HP. Decent morale, better morale than my original, but just under my second purchase here, the parent bird here. I was hoping to get I think it's the Kestrel. Yep, the Kestrel horn. This is a fantastic card, guys. The headshot card is massive, 130 damage, plus you disable the target's horn card for the next round, which is fantastic. It's a beast of a card, and I was really hoping to get it in my breeded. I ended up getting the what is this, scaly spoons. Not a great card. Not a terrible one. It is a reptile card, so it's not a bird. Brings down that purity a little bit. Does reflect 50% damage to any range damage, but that's just so rare. And I really, I keep my bird in the back line to not get hit because it doesn't have a lot of HP. So it's better if I just deal all the damage with it, especially with the backdoor card that you get with the all-out shot, or rather the little owl or dark swoop here. So all three of my birds do have the dark swoop. All of them have the ill omens and the all-out shot, but each one of them has a different. Well, not two of them have the scaly spoon, and one of them has the Kestrel, and I'd rather get more Kestrel. So my next part of my journey here with my Axies is to either purchase a 10th to bump me up into that new energy quota. So every night at about 7 o'clock for me in particular, I get 20 new energy to play in the PvP arena, so gain SLP using that energy. If I get one more Axie, guys, I bump up to, I think it's either 30 or 40. I have to double check, but I think it's up to 40 energy for getting that 10th Axie in my inventory. And so I've been hitting the marketplace. Let's head over to the marketplace real quick and just do a refresh here. I've been trying to buy one for what I have left in my my wallet here, my Ronin wallet, but I just can't seem to get any luck with such a little. I mean, the floor right now is 0.04 ETH, 130 bucks currently, depending on the ETH price, of course. Obviously pumped yesterday, or this morning rather, so this is starting to go up. But I do have 0.02 wrapped ETH in my Ronin wallet, and I'm going to keep refreshing the marketplace to see if I can snag myself my 10th Axie. Otherwise, that brings me on to the next point. Otherwise, I'm looking at spending some of my my AXS tokens, my Axie Infinity tokens, which is a little bit tough because they just brought out staking on the AXS token, and oh man, looking at 250% APR estimated. This has actually gone down a little bit. It was 264% earlier, so the sooner that you get in, the higher your APR. The AXS token, I think right now, is trading for above $80 a coin at the time of this recording, and man, it's just pumping. So I think we're up at least 10%, maybe 12% since yesterday, and it's because the Axie team has allowed you to stake your Axie Infinity tokens, your AXS, to gain APR on those. And man, I would love to buy, if I could buy, 10 $10,000 worth, I would, and just throw it into this and let it ruminate, you know, for as long as I can. Of course, I've done all I can to to purchase Ethereum lately, which has been a good investment. I'm up, you know, a decent amount of percent, and I do intend to be up quite a bit higher by the end of the year. So that's not financial advice, guys. That's just my opinion. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. But one more thing I wanted to cover here. We do have a new Ronin. This is the DEX that is being developed by Axie Infinity and the Ronin wallet. You can purchase, some people will be able to purchase wrapped ETH, which is a fantastic deal because currently the way to buy, you know, to get your ETH into Ronin, it's really tough. You have to, you know, buy it somewhere on an exchange. You get your exchange, you know, Coinbase, you know, link in the comments below if you want to get your Coinbase account started. That's where I buy all my my Ethereum currently, and I have to bring that into MetaMask, which costs, you know, your gas fees. Then from MetaMask into Ronin, which costs another gas fee, and then you get your wrapped ETH, and then you can purchase your Axies. It's just a lot of gas fees to get from Coinbase to Ronin and into the Axie marketplace. So it's amazing that they're able to give you an opportunity to buy wrapped ETH inside of Ronin now, and with AXS tokens and SLP coming soon, that'll be fantastic, especially for those who want to do the opposite, turn SLP into to ETH. That'll be an amazing day when that happens, because guys, you know, we're creating so much SLP as a Axie community that it'd be great to turn that back into ETH and actually kind of pay ourselves, if you will. Especially with SLP, you know, it's not likely for it to get burned more than it's being minted. So I do see that that price of SLP staying stagnant, or maybe even continuing to go further down until we see at least another wave of new players into the Axie Infinity marketplace. But okay, so the caveat here is you cannot purchase wrapped ETH within the United States yet. I'm not sure why that's a deal. It's a bummer, because I would love to buy, you know, another 0.02 wrapped ETH right now, to get myself at least a floor Axie, to get myself to 10 Axies, so I can start using, you know, 40 energy in the arena every day and getting a little bit more SLP, or actually quite a bit more. In fact, probably doubling my SLP gain. But we'll just have to wait. So anyway, awesome news from the Axie Infinity area. I do plan to continue to report on the news of this game, but I'm excited for next season. We're in the off season right now, and winning the SLP in the PvP arena is what I've been doing on a pretty regular basis, so I'm excited. Anyway, next up, there was a not to leave the Axie marketplace too soon, I wanted to talk about how generous the Axie Infinity team has been with some early adopters. They took basically a snapshot of all the Axie Infinity early adopters back in October of 2020, and they've decided to drop a $60 million worth of AXS airdrop onto all of the early adopters, guys. I think this is a really great investment in the Axie Infinity community, especially those who adopted early. Of course, I was probably 11 months too late, unfortunately, but I just think this is an awesome gesture to those who did get into the game much sooner than I did, and those who have weathered the storm of ups and downs and server outages and all this stuff. And man, what a cool investment in the community by the Axie Infinity team. So awesome there. Next up, I wanted to talk about HEX. You know, the Hexians have come out of the woodwork. They've, after posting my first HEX video, after I looked at, you know, Etherscan and found HEX to be the highest market cap on the Ethereum network, I got some information. They helped me understand this a little bit better. HEX is a a CD of sorts. So you can buy HEX and you can stake HEX. You can trade Ethereum for HEX, Bitcoin for HEX, whatever you can on places like Uniswap or right on the hex.com website. This is a built-in Uniswap interface here where you can trade your Ethereum with your MetaMask or whatever wallet you have that will work with Uniswap into HEX, and then you can stake HEX right here. And right now it's 40% interest a year. This has been up and down, but mostly up, guys. In fact, HEX as a coin has gone 6,000% from its initial offering 2 years ago. So just in 2 years, it's gone from its, I imagine it was 0.000001, but it's up to about 40 cents today, which has been a 6,000% gain in just 2 years. I'm excited to see what HEX does. I'm not yet invested in HEX. Do your own research, guys. Decide whether or not you want to get into this. Richard Hart, the founder and CEO of HEX, is a pretty interesting character, has a lot to say. In fact, he did an awesome interview, if you haven't seen it yet, with Crypto Wendy O a couple days ago. And in fact, they are talking about his newest venture, which is PulseChain. And this is my next topic here. PulseChain is a fork of Ethereum, which honestly, anytime you fork Ethereum, it frightens me a little bit because I'm a big fan of the Ethereum network. I think forks, personally, I think forks kind of muddy the waters a little bit, kind of dilute the space a little bit. But Richard is trying to make Ethereum better, basically taking Ethereum, forking it, using the burning EIP 1559 mechanism to keep Pulse deflationary, which is pretty awesome. And he's also said that, and this is fascinating to me, guys, that when he forks Pulse on mainnet, that you will be able to go into your Ethereum, use your Ethereum addresses to claim all your ERC20 tokens as a multiple. So essentially, any ERC20s that you have on Ethereum right now will be duplicated in Pulse, is what he's saying, or at least that's what I understand. And you'll be able to essentially double your ERC20, whatever tokens you have, whether it's HEX or I guess even your stable coins that are ERC20s could possibly be doubled in your Pulse chain, which to me sounds inflationary. So I'm trying to wrap my head around this. If there's any Hexians out there that want to help me understand, please leave a comment in below just to help me understand how that might work and how that possibly couldn't be inflationary. But shout out again to all the Hexians that have watched my previous 2 videos about Hex, and thank you for your support again. I keep looking into Hex, and I'm interested in the future of the project. And Richard has been interesting to listen to quite a bit. Thank you, everybody, for telling me. One thing I wanted to mention that I really learned from all of you Hexians out there that gave me some insight is that the market cap of Hex is not, in fact, $70 billion. In fact, quite a bit more than that. I don't remember the exact number when I want to say it was in the like a $270 billion market cap. What's actually this market cap here is what's being tracked by Etherscan is the amount of Hex being staked. So this is locked up interest, basically, or the Hex that's being locked up in smart contracts on Ethereum is $70 billion, you guys. That is insane, because these are the other coins that have the highest market caps on Ethereum, and the closest one being BNB and Tether. That's incredible for how little known Hex is. In fact, another weird thing, guys, every time I post a video about Hex, I'm getting some of these comments I'm seeing, but they're not being posted to the video themselves, and there's definitely a gatekeeper involved in this. It's a little bit crazy, and that's what's keeping me kind of wary about the HEX project in particular, because it's being gatekept, and it makes me nervous about it, because it's obviously making some people mad. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, PulseChain just announced that just a couple days ago, in fact, in this video with Crypto Wendy, Richard Hart mentioned that PulseChain is in testnet. That just happened a couple of days ago. So we're really close. In fact, he's saying by the end of the year we should see a fully functional mainnet PulseChain with that duplication of all your ERC20 tokens and even NFTs. So that's exciting. Could have, even a possibility of having maybe Axie Infinity on the PulseChain as well. So we'll see. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. Enjoy the pump in the price of Ethereum if you're an Ethereum holder. Again, this is not financial advice, guys, but I am fully invested. In fact, most of my net worth right now is invested in Ethereum. And I just know it's, personally, I think it's the future of finance. I think Visa, in fact, one last thing, Visa has announced that they are making a layer 2 transaction system on Ethereum, and that couldn't be more bullish news for the space, guys. So thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you found value in this video. If you like crypto and coffee, go to friedrichscoffee.com, grab yourself a couple 12-ounce bags, throw them in your cart, and use code FREESHIPUSA at checkout to get free shipping to the continental United States. That's roasted order coffee directly shipped to your door for no cost. And since we're in the Midwest, guys, you get it within a couple days, even if you're on the coast. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks again for watching. Support the channel with Friedrichs Coffee, and we'll see you next week.